again. This is Team Phillip Gee and Shadow Podcast Show. That's right. This is Team Phillip Gee and Shadow Podcast Show. This is show number 7. That's right. Show number 7. And this show is entitled The Blazing Team. That's right. Blazing Team. And my name is Team Phillip Gee, and this is Shadow. Say hello, Shadow.
Hi.
There you go. Shadow's right in the groove, and we have a special show for this show number 7. We are going to critique or evaluate or just give you our opinion about the Blazing Team. That's right, the Blazing Team. And you're probably saying, what's the Blazing Team? It's a Discovery Family Channel show. It's it's actually on in the mornings, and we're going to assess. And they've already had about 26 episodes. Is that correct, Shadow?
Yes.
26 episodes. And I was just curious because let me just be right up front. I don't know anything about the show. That's right. I don't know anything about the show. Shadow knows everything about the show, but he really wants to provide his input and his critique because what did you say how the show is?
The show sucks.
That's what he said. No, man. He just came right out and he said, I gotta say something about this show. So, they've already had, I think this show, just a little bit of setup. This show has 4 kids and they meet their grandmaster. And matter of fact, they've already had their season finale. Is that correct, Shadow?
The most anticlimactic, useless finale I've ever seen.
Yeah, wow, my gosh. After 26 episodes, and they had a very anticlimactic season finale. So I want to learn from Shadow, what drew you to this show of all shows?
Hold on. There's actually technically 5.
No. Back up.
There's technically 5 kids, but, he kind of, betrayed the other 4, and then things happened. But what drew me to this show is I was bored on the morning. So I just pretty much, oh, what's this? I turned it on, and then I was just no, please, stop the misery.
So is that tough? You were just flipping through the channels, and you came across this Discovery Family Channel show?
Nah, I was just I was looking on what's on.
Okay. And so it obviously caught your attention.
I was interested.
Okay. So, did you see the show when it first premiered?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't know it existed.
Okay. You didn't see it when it premiered, but about which episode did you come in with this show?
Episode 19 or 20.
Oh, now we're getting... So you came in towards the latter half of the show.
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. Did you catch up with all, the backdrop and what it was all about?
I skipped a few episodes because I didn't want to see it because it was just cringy to watch.
Okay.
So basically, I've seen a good portion of episodes.
Okay, I'll give you that. And when you first saw, came in on episode 19. What was your reaction? What was your opinion about when you first saw the show?
I was like, what am I looking at? The animation hurts. The choreography hurts. The fight scenes.
Now, what do you mean by the animation hurts?
Okay, basically the characters walk so casually, it's not even real.
Okay.
They just look like
so robots?
It's pretty much, they have no worries in the world.
Okay. Isn't that a good thing?
Now
this is a cartoon, right?
Yeah, but even cartoons have accurate walking styles.
Are you sure?
Look at SpongeBob. He walks weird because no human walks like a robot.
So they walk around like SpongeBob?
No, that's not. You shouldn't compare those two shows.
No, I'm just kidding.
I know you are.
So when you first saw the show, you saw they were walking around kind of awkward and everything. What was the dialogue like? What were they talking? Did it seem real?
The dialogue didn't really seem real. It was just your typical unoriginal and uninspired characters.
Oh, okay. Uninspired characters, basically. And during that first episode that you saw, what happened? Do you remember it?
I do remember about there's some shard kid who could like teleport anywhere. And like, whoa, this is insane. And it was like they somehow defeated him. Like they do things that are literally impossible to do.
Well, can't they? Aren't they allowed to do that? I mean, it is a cartoon.
No, they shouldn't defeat somebody who can literally teleport everywhere. But I think the first episode I've seen was this corn dog episode, which like the kid got like angry. Then all of a sudden he found this dark shard thing. Then he got telekinesis.
Okay.
And he like overthrew the manager. Then he was like on a path for revenge. And then all the main characters have is these weird looking yo-yos, which
they have yo-yos. And what do they do with the yo-yos?
Yo-yos can be cool if actuated well.
Okay.
But would you really be scared if somebody was just spinning a yo-yo at you?
Okay.
And like a little ball of energy was on there. And it's like, I'm gonna get you.
Well, it might be. What is it, like a lightsaber?
No, that doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. The yo-yo doesn't do any like actual damage. It just like. It just basically like
it's energy.
It shoots a thing. It shoots an animal of what you represent.
Oh, that's interesting. Hey.
No, but it sucks.
Okay, well,
the animation is so poorly done.
Okay, all right. So after you went through the first episode, what happened?
Well, during that episode I saw, though, like, this kid pretty much had telekinesis, and he decided to throw food at them. I don't understand how that would have hurt anyone.
No? Was it effective in the episode?
No. They just, like, took cover from corn dogs, and of course the fat kid loves food, because they couldn't think of any original characteristics for him.
Okay, yeah. That's probably stereotypical, obviously. So after that episode, it made you obviously look at it again.
At that point, I just wanted to criticize some shows. I wanted to laugh at it because how.
Well, were you laughing during the show?
Yeah, I was. I was like, "What is going on?"
So maybe that's what the producers or whoever wrote the show and designed it, that was their intention.
No, they try. There's two differences between a bad show. There's people who are trying, and there's people who are trying to fail.
Oh, okay.
And people who are trying but fail have a sense of innocence.
Mm.
They always have a sense of innocence throughout the show, thinking that their show is good. But people who try to fail don't care.
Oh, okay. So you're saying the show is trying to fail?
No, the show is trying.
Oh, it's trying. In an innocent way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Okay. In an innocent way, they truly are trying. So don't they get an award for that? They're trying.
But they're failing. They just don't know what to make a show good. You can't just be saying, "Oh, this show, I tried my best," but it's like it's inept.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that much. And they produced 26 episodes, so they must have been doing something right.
It's beyond me what these kids watch. We just have
these kids. Now, you bring up a good issue. Now, what is the target market for this show?
Kids.
Okay, and dare I say, how old are you?
I'm a teenager. That doesn't mean anything.
It's for kids. What age then?
I don't know, any age. It can be for any age. Really, for any age.
But what's the target market for this show entitled The Blazing Team?
I don't know, any age. That's technically. I mean,
you said kids. What kids? Is it younger kids? Younger kids?
I think it's for like. It's kind of like middle. It's between young kids and a bit older kids.
Okay, what's your reference of young kids and older kids?
Young kids.
Because I'm an old guy.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
But like from like 5 to 8 would be young, and then 9 to 11 would be old.
Okay.
Older.
Good job. All right. So now you're giving me some demographics here. 5 to 8 for young, and then 9 to 11, a little bit older kids. Is that correct?
Yeah. I mean, the reason why I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm 15. But I mean...
Thank you, Shadow. And you just turned 15, by the way, didn't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I did. But the thing is with teenagers is that teenagers are more likely to see the flaws in the shows.
Yeah.
Like, I watched one of the Scooby-Doo movies, and I just saw how poorly animated that was. When you're younger, you're just impressed by everything.
Okay.
But when you get older, you get more disgruntled. What is this?
I'm helping you with your uniform and kind of like moving things around, and so
I know what you're trying to do. So
everyone can hear you. So everyone can hear you.
Is that? Just move on.
So getting back to, do you think the show reached its target market of the young kids, the 5 to 8-year-olds, and the older kids, the 9 to 11-year-olds? Not teenagers, but the younger and older kids. Do you think it's effective for that particular segment of the population?
I'm surprised that they got to 26 episodes. I mean,
would you say yes or no?
But they sold toys already, and I wouldn't say it's yes nor no. I don't really. I have to get like a kid just to see the show and get their opinions on
it. But that's a good point. We need some direct input from the 5 to 8-year-olds and the 9 to 11-year-olds. Basically you're seeing it from a 14 to 15-year-old.
15.
Well, you just turned.
No, that was a week ago.
Oh, okay, a 15-year-old. Okay, so you're not even in the target market, right?
No.
Okay, so that tells me a lot.
What's wrong with that?
That's a good thing. They're even going beyond their target market because you're watching the episodes. And tell me about the finale. You said the finale already happened. What happened in the finale?
Nothing. Nothing happened. Okay, basically, there's this Asian guy, of course, which is the Grand Master, because, I mean, why wouldn't he be the main master for something called Yo Kwon-do? Because Asian stereotypes, am I right?
Yeah.
And then he had this rival who was pretty much darkness, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna flood darkness into the world," and it's so bad. But then he got trapped in a yo-yo, and then nothing happened after that. The other characters kind of just ran into like some cloud of darkness, and then like literally nothing happened.
Okay, and go ahead.
Also, all the character designs hurt my brain. Like, literally, okay, the 4 main characters are all tropes. Like, cliches. And unoriginal. Then you have the fifth kid who was just like, I'm edgy and I wear a leather jacket, whoa! And then you had of course, the Asian man. And then you had a Kylo Ren ripoff, which was literally a man...
And the Kylo Ren is from Takeoff of Star Wars. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but it's like cheesy, unoriginal, and it just hurts. Because you can definitely tell he's trying to be Kylo Ren. He has like the mask on. Yeah. And it's just like, but the thing with a mask, right? The jawline shouldn't move when you talk, right?
Oh, true. Okay.
But he does. Like, is his mask flexible?
Does it make him scary?
Not really. It just makes him seem like a Kylo Ren ripoff.
Okay, Kylo Ren. There you go. I'll give you that. So, again, was the finale effective enough for you? Here we go. Here's the key. Was the finale effective enough for you to return to the new season next year?
No, not at all. I mean, the only reason I'll probably return is just to criticize and laugh at it for how horribly inept and how bad the animation is.
Okay, that's you as a 15-year-old, but for the target market, the 5 to 8 and the 9 to 11-year-olds, do you think they will be ready to turn in for the new season?
I'm pretty sure they'll just forget about it since kids have short attention spans.
Okay, I'll give you that, but I think their finale and their series of shows It's pretty effective where they're going to turn in, and I think it is an effective. I will say that it's an effective show.
You haven't even seen
it. I haven't even seen it, but it sounds so interesting.
Effective.
It sounds interesting.
Okay, nobody would remember the show.
It sounds interesting. I'm going to turn into a show. As an old guy, I'm going to turn to the show and look for the show on Discovery Family Channel.
Look at the fight scenes. It's so horribly bad. Like, one moment they're like flinging their little yo-yos around, like, I'm gonna hit you, and then like the camera shoots to some random area, and it's like, vroom, and the next thing you know, like, what just happened at this scene? Like, I don't think I couldn't comprehend the fight scenes because it's just so random. It's like, okay, one moment they shot something, but then the camera changes to another area, then like the person gets knocked down, but then they do some weird tricks, and basically the fight scenes.
Thank you for the display.
The fight scenes,
the demonstration.
The fight scenes are like they spin their yo-yo out. Like, you know the Avatar: Last Airbender movie, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
That M. Night Shyamalan made. It's pretty much how like Aang was like doing all these
moves. What we should do. Okay.
That's all those movements.
Okay.
That's not. Wow. Selling me out.
No. Go ahead.
But basically, it's like, you know, like they do their like bending skills, and it's like, and it takes them like 10 moves to finally release an attack. It's pretty much like this on the show. They just like spin around their yo-yos.
Okay, I get it. So the final message about this show, about the Blazing Team show from Shadow, what's the final message that you would like to for our audience to take away from this show?
It's garbage. Don't watch it. It hurts you. It hurts my eyes. It's inept, and just don't, please. I'm warning you guys.
Wow.
I'm gonna spare you. You're not gonna get this time back in your life.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Shadow, for your unique and very direct critique of the Blazing Team on the Discovery Family Channel. And it is a cartoon, and it's targeted for the 5 to 8 and the 9 to 11-year-olds. And so, again, I think we have to keep that in mind when we're critiquing shows. But thank you so much, Shadow, for that special insight. And this is T. Phillip G, and you are...
Shadow.
There you go. And this was show number 7, and we want to thank each and every one of you, and we're going to sign off again. Any other final comments, Shadow?
I'm not going to forgive you for that 9-11-year-old.
We're out. This is T. Phillip G and Shadow Podcast Show. We're out, everybody.